Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm with Emery Hunt, and I'm Tyler Merkovich, and we're bringing you Week 2 coverage of the college football season. The Houston Cougars out of Conference USA take on Oklahoma State in Stillwater, where the Cowboys got that huge win against Georgia this weekend. Houston, what do they need to do to pull off a huge upset?
This is going to be a good old Southwest shootout. Houston, don't let Kendall Hunter beat you this year. Last year, Kendall Hunter had 22 carries, 210 yards, almost 9.5 yards a carry. You have to stop Kendall Hunter. Houston up front, that's the #1 threat you want to take away that offense. 2, Bryce Beall has to play better. Last year he didn't do well against his defense at Oklahoma State, but as you saw last week, Georgia was able to have some success running the ball against Oklahoma State. So Bryce Beall is going to have to do better running the ball. That's going to take a lot of the pressure off Case Keenum, who wants to sit back there and just sling it all around that stadium. Also, #3, Case Keenum, do what you do. You're a phenomenal quarterback, pinpoint accuracy. You have a strong arm. Playing that offense in Houston, sling it around. It reminds people of the old Andre Ware days when they used to toss that thing around. David Klingler toss that thing around all over the stadium. This is going to be a fun game to watch. A lot of points in this game.
Well, Oklahoma State, I love what I saw out of their defense. Bill Young's got that defense playing unbelievable. And Case Keenum, they're going to have to sling it around. Probably will benefit Houston, to be more of a passing team than a running team, because I like what I see out of this front seven. Houston, they could score a couple touchdowns. Oklahoma State, too much. Kendall Hunter, Des Bryant looks absolutely terrific, and Zach Robinson. I mean, he's gonna be a Heisman candidate. This team is gonna be just like Texas Tech last year, or better. They're gonna go undefeated until a certain point, and they might, if they close the season strong, this could be a BCS contender. I think they're too much for the Cougars right here.
Pump your brakes a little bit, Tyler. I know you got excited because they beat Georgia last weekend.
I'm happy I won lunch.
Yeah, but you also got to look at the fact that for Oklahoma State, 3 keys to victory. Keep up that same defensive intensity you had last season. Last week, they did a phenomenal job against Georgia. They played hard throughout the game. They was hitting all throughout the game. That was a real ferocious attack they was doing against Georgia. You have to do that 11 games out the season, week in, week out. #2, get physical with their wideouts. Their wideouts, they run the spread offense. They spread you guys out, spread the defense out. Physical with them. Be physical. Hit these guys so that way they won't go across the middle. They won't want to catch passes again. Also 3, run at the Cougar defense. Kendall Hunter had 200 yards last season, and he can do that again if they give him the ball. Run at him. Run. But I do like the fact that last year Houston was up before the bottom fell out. It was up a while before things turned around and Kendall Hunter got loose, and it was 88 out of the gate 200 yards later. But I do like Oklahoma State in this game, but this will be one of those classic shootouts. This will be a fun game to watch.
Well, if the Cowboys can make holes up against the front seven that Georgia provides, they're going to make even bigger holes against Houston, so Hunter should have just as good a day as he had last year. Oklahoma State it is. For more Week 2 coverage of the college football season, visit footballgameplan.com/NCAA.